Welcome to Sergio Creativity.
Personal pronouns and the verb to be. Welcome to your first Finnish building block session. In this method, we don't memorize lists, we look at the logic. If you need a moment to think, just hit the pause button. Let's start with I. In Finnish, I is minä. Say it with me, minä. Student, how do you say I? Minä. Good. Now, the verb to be is like a chameleon. It changes its ending to match who is speaking. The word for am, as in I am, is olen. Notice that n at the end. That n is the I marker. How do you say I am? Minä olen. Perfect. Now, the word for a tourist is turisti. How would you say I am a tourist? Minä olen turisti. Excellent. Now let's look at you. You, singular, one person, is sinä. The verb ending for you is t. So you are is olet. Student, how do you say you are? Sinä olet. And you are a tourist? Sinä olet turisti. Now here is a very easy part of Finnish logic. The word for he and she is exactly the same. No gender. The word is hän. He is or she is hän on. Student, how do you say she is a tourist? Hän on turisti. Great. Now let's learn the no logic. In Finnish, the word not actually changes depending on who you are talking about. It's a negative verb. I am not is en ole. Student, how do you say I am not a tourist? En ole turisti. Good. You are not is et ole. Student, try you are not a tourist. Et ole turisti. And the third person, he, she is not, is ei ole. Try he is not a tourist. Hän ei ole turisti. Let's move to the plural, the group words. We is me. The ending for we is always me. So we are is me olemme. Student, how do you say we are? Me olemme. The word for travelers or on a trip is matkalla. How would you say we are on a trip? Me olemme matkalla. You all, plural, is te. The ending is tet. So you all are is te olette. Student, ask, are you all on a trip? To make a question, we just add a little hook, ko, to the verb. Are you all becomes oletteko. Student, oletteko pe matkalla? Perfect logic. Finally, they is he. The verb for them is ovat. Student, how do you say they are? He ovat. And they are not? Use the plural not word, eivät. Student, he eivät ole. Let's do a quick fire round to test your building blocks. I'll give you the English, you give me the Finnish. I am here. Here is täällä. Student, minä olen täällä. Are you here? Add the k hook to are. Oletteko sinä täällä? She is not here. Hän ei ole täällä. We are not here. Me emme ole täällä. They are here. He ovat täällä. Brilliant. You see, you didn't memorize a table. You learned that n is I, t is you, me is we, and ko makes it a question. You've just built the foundation of Finnish grammar. Nähdään pian. See you soon.